Now that the visual side of the film is complete, we can focus on the audio and final edits. In this episode, we'll create the music and additional sound effects, then assemble everything in DaVinci Resolve. The video clips already include native dialogue and ambience. Music was excluded from the prompts because each generation could create a different melody, rhythm, or emotional tone. Instead, the soundtrack will be created separately, giving us more control over how it develops across the full film. Inside the space, add a music generator node. Select 11 Labs Music and set the duration to 30 seconds. The soundtrack will be divided into 3 sections, each supporting a different part of the story. The first track adds urgency as the boy runs through the forest. Its prompt describes dark cinematic fantasy music with pulsing low strings, restrained percussion, and subtle woodwinds. The second builds tension as he reaches the witch, and the magical moment approaches. Here, the prompt introduces delicate bells, celesta, rising strings, and a subtle pulse to create a mysterious but slightly hopeful progression. The third creates a more eerie atmosphere around the final part of the scene. Its prompt uses low drones, glassy textures, distant bells, and soft strings to create a slow and unsettling mood. For each track, describe the mood, energy, instrumentation, and progression in the prompt. The 3 prompts should share a similar musical identity, while changing the intensity and emotional purpose of each section. Run the first music generator and review the result. If the track does not support the scene as expected, adjust the prompt and generate another option. Repeat the same process with 2 additional music generator nodes for the remaining sections of the film. The goal is not for all 3 tracks to sound identical. They should feel related, while each one supports a different stage of the story. Next, we'll add a few sound effects to reinforce the forest environment. The native audio already provides much of the sound that belongs directly to the action, but additional effects can make specific moments feel more immersive. Add a sound effects generator node, choose the duration, and describe the sound clearly in the prompts box. For the first effect, we create a subtle nighttime forest ambience with distant owls, insects, soft wind, and moving branches. Generate the effect and select the version that fits the scene best. Then repeat the process for the second sound effect. This time the prompt describes an eerie woodland ambience with distant crows, an owl call, rustling leaves, and creaking branches. The same workflow can be used to create any additional effects the edit may need. Keep each prompt focused on the sound itself, its intensity, and the environment where it should be heard. At this point, all the assets are ready: the 4 main video clips, the corrected replacement shot, 3 music tracks, and the additional sound effects. Spaces includes a video combiner node, which can be useful for placing the clips in order and creating a quick preview. For more control over timing, transitions, and audio levels, the final edit will be completed in DaVinci Resolve. Create a new project and import all the video and audio assets. Place the 4 main clips on the timeline in narrative order. Then trim the beginning or end of each clip where necessary, so the action moves naturally from one section to the next. Add the corrected replacement shot over the original section with the door handle issue. Adjust its position and duration until the transition feels seamless. Next, place the 3 music tracks on an audio track beneath the video. Position each one according to the emotional section it was created for. Add a short fade-in at the beginning and a fade-out at the end of each track. This creates smoother transitions and prevents the music from starting or stopping abruptly. Where 2 tracks meet, adjust their fades so the change feels natural. The music should support the story without drawing attention away from the dialogue or the action. Now add the sound effects on a separate audio track. Place each effect at the moment where it adds the most context or atmosphere. Keeping the audio layers separate makes them easier to control. The native audio carries the dialogue and sounds synchronized with the action. The additional effects reinforce specific moments, and the music shapes the broader emotional arc. Adjust the volume of each track according to what should be heard most clearly. Dialogue should remain easy to understand. Sound effects should add detail without becoming distracting, and the music should sit underneath the scene rather than overpower it. Once the edit is assembled, watch the film from beginning to end. Check the pacing between clips. Listen for abrupt changes in ambience. Make sure the music transitions feel smooth, and confirm that the corrected shot blends naturally with the surrounding footage. Make any final timing and volume adjustments, then export the finished film.
Everything will be okay, I promise.
What do you want?
He won't survive the night in the forest. Please.
This forest takes all life. But I can help you. Once. Ooh, Mescal's caves.
Pip! You're back!
One day, that's all he got.
What are you saying?
If you want his full life back, you two have to do something for me. Come with me.
Across this course, we built a complete filmmaking workflow with Seedance 2.5, from references and video generation to corrections, sound, and final editing. You can now apply the same process to your own stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next Academy course.